forget. And just for the recording purposes, for anybody just tapping into the video, today we'll be talking about how to trade bull flags and bear flags. But we're just having a conversation about what we think SPY is going to be heading to. But what you were saying now again, bro?
Trying to unmute. No, I was just looking at to see if we had touched it. But yeah, we're getting close, man. I think we're definitely going to that area. It could go below that, but at minimum, I think we're going to touch those pre-COVID highs.
Yeah, I could see it happening real soon, touching these and coming down to this 50%. Let me go to the 3-month candle real quick. I don't even want to use that bar. I like this bar the best. Let me go to a 6-month chart. We just starting a reversal too.
Oh yeah. And if you look, I mean, we've been trending to the upside for a long time. We've been due a correction. Like a significant
bro, you've been
correction.
telling me about this since we first met, bro.
Just look from 2009, you know, after the Great Recession, after the collapse of the housing market, which we likely about to see another one, which could possibly be worse, but this one will be more global. Like you see, we've been trending to the upside. So, you know, price action aggregates. It can't just keep going up. You know, we've had so many significant events that have caused, you know, we haven't absorbed, you know what I'm saying, those events, and the market hasn't completely absorbed them to where we fully correct. Like the COVID correction, that was like a V-shaped recovery. And, you know, now we're seeing the after effects of that and trying to sustain also. So yeah, I think we could go significantly lower, honestly. You look at the Great Recession time period, like those lows were significant too.
Yeah, I'm saying we could get to like 218.26 before they start to like, okay, let's retrace this. Let's push this price back up. But the only thing that like I really like though is like even this 2-month chart, you know, it can bounce from this 50% on the RSI. Where's the 3-month? It's gonna be a little higher. Yeah. And I know the 1-month done broke it. Yeah, to me, I honestly see more blood. I see more blood in the market. It means money to me at the end of the day, but
A fact.
yeah, I definitely see more downside, but I definitely see fake bounces coming. And I don't even call it fake bounces, but it's just things that have to happen, right? I feel like, you know, this alert still hasn't hit yet. And they've been playing with me. I've been like, because I'm going to short. As soon as this thing go, beep, I'm going long and I'm shorting. Right? But I do want to see it retrace a little back up and then come back down. And it's just because, you know, on this daily chart, we've been trending down for a good minute. You know, this is our bounce right here. Boom, we bounced, pushed up. I don't even consider this too many of a bounce, and came back down. A lot of consolidation. We see a lot of consolidation here with nice bounces going back up. So, you know, I'm expecting to see a bounce, you know, and this is a nice, where is that right now? It's a nice support level for them, right? Because you can see the resistance when they finally broke past that right here. Boom, came, boom, hit it, and then consolidated. Like, well, I wouldn't say consolidated. They just aggregated, and kept, you know, I mean, flirting with that support level at like 139, 359.14. And then from there, they went ahead and shot up. But I also recall D-Wiz mentioning to me, like, when we first met and I was in the trading circle, we would just be talking about so many different things. And I remember him telling me, like, bro, prepare for this bear market, while everybody kept going for calls. And of course, I was going for calls as well. He was as well, but he was like, prepare for that bear market. And you will always tell me to go to the 1 month chart. This is when I was learning. And you would tell me, like, go look at the 1 month chart and look at that run up. It has to come back down, bro. And I'm like, facts. So it's playing out how you called it from last year, bro.
Yeah, but like you said, I think we'll have those little pops of like the bear market rallies, and then we'll continue to trend to the downside for sure.
Yeah. And I do recall you telling me that with your experience in the market, that bear market lasts longer than a bull market. So, you know, it could possibly go on for the next year.
I mean, if you really look at it, this bull market, you know what I'm saying, for the S&P has really lasted. Like if you look at it overall since 2009. So you had your dips, you know what I'm saying? But it's been trending to the upside. Those bear markets that we've experienced, they haven't been like the Great Recession, like 2008, 2007, 2008 timeframe, where you had those, you know, consistent downside moves or, you know, consolidation periods. Like we haven't experienced that yet.
Yeah,
Or even like the dot-com bubble and then the 2007, 2008, you see that consolidation period. Like you had a push to the upside after the dot-com bubble, and then it came back down. And then we had the Great Recession where it retested. You had a double top and it fell back down. And then we pushed to the upside in 2009 and been pushing up since. So.
Yeah.
But go with your class, bro. I don't wanna...
No, you good. You over here got me, god dang, really looking at this chart now. All right, let's see how far I'm gonna short them, because it could last. You could see from from back then, that downtrend can last. I always look at because 08 was terrible, but all right, yeah, let's get into this class. First of all, how's everybody doing today? How was your trading day today? If you had a good trading day today, drop a dollar sign or whatever in the chat. If you didn't have a great trading day today, drop a 1 in the chat. So I could be able to know that and know like how to help people. Because I'm still planning. I don't know what day I'm going to do it, but most likely I'll do 2 of them due to some people not being able to jump on because they may be at work or taking care of their children or something of that nature. What I want to do is majority of the people that are going through some losses or been going through some losses, I want to like, I don't have enough time to give everyone a free one-on-one. So I just want to bring it into a group setting and you know, I can talk on some things, but have a couple of people or everybody, you know, take turns and share their screen if they would like, or send me some screenshots where I'm able to identify what you're doing. But if you show your screen, you can chart and we'll go over your losses, but even with charting, I can help you with that too. Like, you know, I normally would do this or I would do that. And it's better that way to me because now you are charting and hearing me say certain things and you're like, oh, okay, cool. And it gives you more confidence. And then even if you're not charting like that, you start to chart a little bit more, right? Okay, we got a lot of 1s in the chat. All right, cool, bet. Definitely gotta fix that there. So today we're gonna be talking about bull flags, right? Let me bring this down here a little bit. Today we're gonna be talking about bull flags. So first of all, does anybody know what a bull flag is, right? And what a bear flag is? If you know what a bull flag is, drop a 3 in the chat. And you don't have to, it just helps me help you guys a little bit more and not go on a tangent or ramble about certain things that you may already know. I don't like to waste people's time. Check the chat. All right. Cool. We got some threes in there, so everybody knows what those are. All right. So the next question before I go on with the class is going to be, does everybody know how to trade a bull flag or a bear flag? If you do know how to trade it, drop a 9 in the chat.
Hey, Moody, can we unmute for a second?
You can unmute at any time. I'd rather you unmute and ask questions. It helps me.
I know what a bull flag is, and I think the issue is maybe you just hit it. I don't know how to trade it. And sometimes I when I'm in a trade, I don't recognize, oh, that's a bull flag.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense because you can identify something, but doesn't mean that you know how to go about it or how to trade it, right? You can identify an infant crying, right? But do you know why that infant's crying? So yeah, it makes sense to me. All right, we got some no's. Could you go over the exits? What are you talking about when you say, can I go over the exits? If you could be a little more specific or just unmute yourself so I could be able to understand that question a little bit more, then yeah, because all that registered in my mind is, can you show us how to exit a trade? But that's like backwards. If you know what I'm saying, entering, you may have a bad entry. For the flags, where do you exit? Gotcha. Yeah, I got you on that. That's basically the class. All right, so now that I know that, let me throw this up here so it doesn't bother me. All right, cool. So let's identify bear flags. Let's start with bear flags because I always, if I start on bull flags, I tend to forget to go to the bear flags. So right here, I'm already seeing a bear flag on a smaller time frame because of this bar right here going down. Is bear flagging and broke down, but that's just me understanding candlesticks. And I'll draw it out so you can see that. Hold on, delete trend line. Gonna be more so like that. And I'll bring them down to smaller time frames so you can see it develop. Boom. And I'll move it just in case so it could be correlating perfectly. Be right there. Now we'll drop it to like an hour. That's gone because patterns are subjective, right? Okay, so this is the first thing I saw as I came down. And you can do what I just showed you guys, like what I didn't just show you, like what I just did on the daily time frame, and I'm deleting it now. That was all from the daily time frame. Let me go ahead and delete anything and everything that's on here. All right. So I guess we'll talk about some bull flags first, because that's the first setup I see. This is a bull flag, and I can tell because it's on an hourly time frame, and I'm gonna just draw it, and you're gonna see it on all the time frames. So let me explain what I see and why I know that it's bull flag. And obviously you can see the bull flag there, but you only see 2 candles, right? This is going to be your pole, and this is going to be the flag, these 2 candles, right? So the way I'm able to see this on a bigger time frame and analyze it and see it in my mind on a smaller time frame is because I understand that this bullish candle right here, which is the pole to the flag, it's a nice, decent candle, right? As I bring it up, you'll be able to see that. It's a nice pole. And as long as, well, I don't need the fib to explain that. As long as it's halfway through this candle to the upside, it's going to be bull flagging. If we would have found these 2 candles or even 1 candle under like the 50, half of this candle, the 50% retracement, if we would have found it anywhere here, that would have been a bear flag. And I explain it this way so you guys are able to catch or see it on a bigger time frame and know how to trade it on a smaller one, right? So now that I've seen that bull flag, I could bring it down to the 30-minute. Boom, you see it? The pole's just going like this. Let me draw a clearer pole. The pole's going diagonally like that because of these candles. 1, 2, and 3 are the poles, right? Because if you was to combine all of these candles, that will be one big candle from the hourly, right? So now that you can, is everybody able to see that? I'm gonna go to the chat here in a second. Now you can kind of see it even more, right? And of course, it's gonna look a little uglier from this time frame, but that's what a bull flag looks like, right? Now I'm gonna delete all of this so you guys can see something as well. We're gonna get into trading it, but I just want to be able to identify it on a chart so you guys can see, right? Because what you're got, well, I don't want to say that this is what you're doing. From my experience, when I was looking for bull flags, I was literally looking for the pole and then the flag. And I was like, all right, cool. This is a bull flag. It should break out. And sometimes it didn't break out and it go down or reject. And I'm like, but it's a bull flag. What I like to say about patterns is if you see the full pattern already, you missed your move. Like to trade that type of pattern, you missed it. If you're able to see it completely now, you missed it. Just like how many people see this bull flag right here? If you can see, I'm gonna circle it for a little good time. If you can see this bull flag without me drawing it, drop a 6 in the chat with these 3 candles, this 2, 2, 2, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up. Can y'all see this bull flag? And it's really a bull flag breakout. All right, let me see, just going up. The bull flags, yeah, I got you on that. A lot of take out my entries haven't been, a lot of take out in my entries haven't been good this week. Faked out. Got you, Dennis. We'll go over that. Gotta burn. Peace, God. Peace, God. See it now. Okay, yeah. All right, so a couple of people can see this, right? And I know I've explained it before, but this is strictly a class on this. So I'm gonna draw my pole right here, right? And I'm gonna move it. This is the pole, the green candle, but I'm gonna move it to this red one so you're able to see that yellow line, right? Oh, it's still ugly. I'll just leave it here then. Come on, let it be red. All right. This 2 bar was a 1 bar at one time, which was representing a bull flag, right? And I'm gonna just draw it out like this. And once you're able to spot this like this, you're going to be able, and this is only on a 15-minute time frame, you're going to be able to like, oh, I'm on a 1 minute, oh, I'm on a 3 minute. There goes that bull flag. Let's get it. So just so everybody can see this bull flag breakout, I'm going to bring it over to like a 5-minute chart. You see it now? This was your pole. And this was another bull flag right here. This pole, this flag, breakout. Remember, let me just show you that one more time. Take it back to the 15-minute time frame. Remember how I spotted this one. Pole, 1 candle. Knew that it was flagging. Why do I understand that? Because this is a 15-minute chart, right? So with this being a 15-minute chart, each candlestick represents 15 minutes of the market. But once you break it down and you go to a smaller time frame, right? So like that 5, this one of these candles, each one of these candles get broken up into 3 candles, right? 5, 10, 15, right? 1 candle, 2 candle, 3 candles. So when we bring it over here, oh, and remember what I'm showing you with just this 1 bar. So we'll go to this 5-minute, and now you're able to see this pole, right? The pole, obviously, I drew it from the 15-minute, so it's not going to be as long because remember, the 5-minute is going to break down the candlesticks, but it's still there, right? So you're able to see this bull flag right there, right? And then break out, right? They don't always look perfect. They don't always seem great. It's just like this one right here. And I'm going to just draw some of them. And when we go to smaller time frames, we'll be able to see them. Ooh, come on, let me be great. Right there. All right, so that's one right there, right? This is one that failed and fell down. This is another one with inside of this bull flag, you got this pole and this flag. Because if I take you to the 1 minute, you'll be able to see that pole and flag in a little bit, right? So this one broke out. And for the person that was, well, I'm gonna talk about the entries before I speak on the exits. So I'm gonna try to just, let me just turn off the strat because I'll start talking about it. Right. Let me go to the chat room one more time. Yeah, I apologize. I got stuck in traffic. Oh, you good? No need to apologize. So where was I? Oh, so for the breakout, there's a lot of different ways you can trade the bull flag, right? Depending on how advanced you are on reading candlesticks or the type of strategy that you use, right? Now, the one that I'm going to show you first, how to enter one, is exactly how it's just trading a pattern style. It has nothing to do with the strat, has nothing to do with anything. So when you want to enter one of these bull flags and you miss this pole, right? And it starts to flag, the first thing you do is measure the top. Let me get a line. You want to measure the top of that pole, right? Like that's the high of the pole right there, right? If we put it together, yeah, it's flagging out, but look, so you don't get confused, take it back to the 15er and you see that it's on that flag, right? That I called out. This is the flag, that's the breakout. And always remember this, on bigger time frames, that's what bull flags look like, right? They can continue to flag now, but a lot of times where people don't catch them is where you're going to see the pole, you're going to see one candle and then another one break out. Now, just to make that sink in before I go into entering that trade, let's go to Google.
Hey, Moody, can you put the 5 and the 15 side by side?
Yeah, I can.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, bear with me, I'm just tired. All right, bull flags. All right. Bear with me, my computer going extra slow. Oh, let me go to images. There goes one right there. And when you see, oh man, bro, thank you, God. You about to help me go crazy. When you see this, it's gonna move, but you see how it's pole, the pole red, and this is the flag like this. When you see certain things like this, think of a small time frame. That's what they don't tell you. Think of a small time frame, because you see how I just showed it to you, how it broke out pretty quickly on a bigger time frame, even a 15. They can flag out like that on a 15, on an hour, on a day. It can do all of that, right? But majority of times it happens pretty quickly. Oh, I put blue flag. No wonder. Gosh, my computer really going slow. I might need to turn off my camera. Well, I appreciate your patience. All right, so these are the ones I wanted to show you anyways. You see this? Pole, flag, breakout. That's what we're looking at right now. You're just not seeing all the flag. Like it's not flagging out and consolidating a lot, right? Trading that channel range, right? That's what we're seeing. Just like this one, pole, little consolidation, breakout, right? Pole, little consolidation, breakout. I'm gonna show you something like this as well as I go through the chart. Somebody asked, can we put the 5 and the 15er together? Jesus Christ. Oh man, I'm gonna have to do extra work. I gotta find it now. Hold on, where am I?
So Moody, if you go to your lines that you drew on the 15-minute and click on it.
Yeah, it allowed me to send it over there. Hold on. I remember doing that. There we go. Where was it? How do you do it again? Because I know what you're talking about. It allowed me to
Hit
put it.
sync, hit where it says no sync, hit sync in layout.
Thank you so
They
much.
changed it like recently.
Boom, there it is. They didn't give me all of it, but all right. Let me see something.
Oh yeah, you got to hit each line.
Gotcha. Oh, you making me work.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're not. It's okay. This is what you want. It's okay. All right, cool. And look, I'm just going to stop my camera so I can move a little faster. All right, cool. So, And one thing I'll let you know, patterns are very subjective. So just because I see it on a 15-minute doesn't mean you're going to see it perfectly on a 5-minute, stuff like that. That's why I stay on one chart and then I'll go to the other one, because putting it like this, it may confuse you, right? Because what your subconscious mind is going to do is going to be looking at the patterns on how it's looking. You know what I'm saying? So, and this one should have been a little better. But where was I? I was talking about this one right here. So this is what we are seeing. You see this? Boom. It's just one candle. Boom. Right? So if I take it back, this is what you're seeing. Pole. Boom. Boom. That's exactly what you're seeing. Right? The thing is that when you're trading, or not even trading, when you're looking at charts simply, they're not, is you can find at times a perfect notebook, setup on a bull flag or a bear flag or something of that nature, right? But majority of the time is not going to look that perfect, right? Just like how we're seeing it with this one, boom, 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 right? Once I take it to a smaller time frame, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about, right? But all of these things, that's what let me not get ahead of myself. That's what we were talking about, how to enter it, right? And that's why my white line was right there. So I'm gonna put it right here, because that's the top of the bull flag, right? Right. So with us knowing that, that's how you enter a bull flag. You let it flag out if you miss this pole. And let me turn off the strat here, because Moody will start talking about the strat. Right here. Boom. Right. So you're always supposed to enter a bull flag at the top of its break. Why? Because it's a breakout trade. Just like you look at this channel right here, you get this pole as it's flagging out. Watch me disrespect this. If this was the case to buy the bull flag at the bottom of the channel, that's playing support and resistance, just to take it from this to there, right? Because how did you know that it was going to hit support again, right? And then bounce and break out. So that's why I always say the entry is going to be the top of that channel, the top of that bull flag, the flag part. That should be your entry, because you may think that you're about to do that, and then, oh, it don't break out and it comes back down. You're like, oh, no, it's going to go right back up because that's what it's supposed to do. That is not the case, right? Matter of fact, look at this right here. This is perfect. Pole, flag, 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 breakout. Now, this is a perfect example on how to trade a bull flag. Grabbing it from the top of the channel. Do y'all see the difference between the two pictures I just showed you? This one is green or blue from the top of the channel, breakout, flag channel, right? Now whoever did this is making me look so super correct. The other person, blue, was from down here, right? To me, when I see things like that, I run away from those traders. Why? Because it's like, you saw this in previous time or whatever, and then you mapped it out, because that's not necessarily how it happens, right? And even if you was to look right here, you can see the pole, right? Pole, that's the first thing you'll get, consolidation, which is just trading the range. And then that's the flag, continuation. Obviously the candle's going up. It's not telling you how to enter the trade, but you enter the trade right here at the break of that, right? I just wanted to go ahead.
Do you enter at the close of that breakout?
Say that again.
Do you enter on the close of that candle once it breaks out?
Got you. That's what I understand now. You can. That is a strategy as well. Me, to tell you the truth, I'm gonna catch the pole. I don't like flags. I catch poles, and I'm gonna show you how to catch the pole. But it's me utilizing the strat. But the best way I could say it, that I know that I do it a different way, I don't wait for a close or anything. As soon as it breaks, I take it. So I get faked out sometimes, right? Because it'll break and come right back into this flag, right? For instance, American Airlines, I think I deleted it. No, it's still kind of charted. Yesterday, it ended. Let me just delete all this. I got y'all. Don't worry about all these alerts. But yesterday, when it ended, I called it out in my channel and said, hey, we're bull flagging. So that's even prettier, right? And closing with a bull flag. So this is your pole, and this is your flag, right? It broke down. As soon as I seen this in pre-market, I was like, oh, excuse my language. I like, dang, man, this setup is done now. Why? Because I knew it broke the bull flag and it didn't want to continue to the upside yet. I believe it's going to the upside, right? This is what I call a high probability trade right here. Actionable signal, Morningstar potential, right? And I just forgot to look at the charts. I honestly didn't swing anything. But this would have been a trade that I would have swung. And I remember somebody asking about American Airlines, and I was like, nah, I don't like to trade anymore. I will wait till the end of the day, check the 4 hour, because it's coming back to its support, right? And what do I mean by that, Moody? Because not everybody would know that. Support of this channel. Just trying to draw it bigger so you can see it. Ooh, didn't mean to do that one. The support of this channel, right? As you see, every time we come near the bottom of this channel, we bounce right back up. Every time we go to the top of it, we come right back down, right? I thought that we were going to get a breakout, and that all I was looking for was to be on top of this channel. Because if I was on top of this channel, I was taking this target out and over that target, and it could have mirrored this candlestick, right? But it didn't play out that way, right? Because patterns are subjective. So that's what I mean when it's back at support. It's a high probability trade now, because it's also giving Morningstar vibes, right? A potential Morningstar vibe. Was everybody able to understand that part?
Yep, I've got it on my watch list for tomorrow, Moody. I'm looking at the 4 hour on AAL right now for 12.5 calls. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, bro. Good call. Good call. Somebody says, Neil, seems like it's much easier to identify the bull flag on the 5-minute chart. That's great, bro. Now, the reason I say that that's great is because you're now identifying who you are, right? So, Neil, when you see things like that and you hear things like that in your mind, and a voice is talking to you and your heart is telling you, hey, and it feels more comfortable for you to identify it on a 5-minute, identify them on a 5-minute. because that trading is personal, right? What I see, you won't see unless I explain it, then you can possibly see that, right? And that's what you have to always remember about trading. I heard someone saying, you know, I think it was Stevie Boy, like, man, I said that to somebody an hour ago where most of the trades I take, they go the wrong way, but I'm thinking about taking my own trades. When I hear people say I'm thinking about taking my own trades, I'm like, oh, you about to level up. Why? Because now you're focused on trading and you're focused on what you see and how to make money. Now you're executing the things that you have learned, right? Because you're no longer, hey, but what about this? When you're asking the questions, it's always great to ask questions, but it's always good to be aware of the being that you are. Why am I asking these questions? Because I need confirmation. Someone that's already confident in what they're doing, their confirmation is on the chart. It's not by asking a question, right? So Neil, I'm super happy for you. How do you play your bull flags in a bear market? Do you normally take them as scalps? Yes. Bull flags, I take as scalps. Bear flags, I take as scalps. I don't hold. Look, check it out. These candlesticks, these are perfect examples, but they're showing you some continuation off of them, right? But I'm gonna take it down to a 1 minute time frame and show you a whole bunch of bull flags or bear flags and show you how they don't last that long, right? So it's about catching the move. When you're trading, it's about catching those candles, right? I know I've said it, but maybe I need to explain myself better. Look at this bull flag right here and it's breaking out, literally. Boom. I'm gonna just draw them out for you. This is, ooh, that's wrong. Pole, that's the pole. This is the bull flag, breakout, pole. You take the trade right here, right? And look at the move that it gave you. Before I keep going, I know I've said this before, measure your moves. Where's my handy dandy? Oh, this right here. It should be in this one. Price range. That's what I use. Price range. You're gonna be like, oh my God, Moody, thank you. Let me move this pole a little because I want to. Oh, not that one. I want to be able to catch the wick. Okay, there's no wick. I was trying to see if there was a wick on the bottom. Right. So I'm gonna take this price. What was it called again? Price range. Right. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna measure my bull flag. Why am I gonna measure my bull flag, Moody? Because, and no, I'm gonna measure my pole. Let me say it correctly. Do we got a wick on this one? No, it just seems like it's right there. Why am I measuring this pole? Because when you have a bull flag breakout, the pole that it gives you the first time is going to be, I don't like to give probabilities, but like 7 to 9 times out of 10, the same move that it gave you previously. So now that I did this price range, I'm gonna grab it, right? From here. Ooh, dang, that's the wrong one. Let me try to grab it from here. Right here. And you see, look, I'm gonna bring it all the way over here so you can see I'm not doing nothing funny with it. I got it from right here, how I drew it, and I'm gonna put it on a breakout. And you tell me that I'm crazy. Gave you the same move, just gave you a tad bit more, right? Because I could bring it up a little higher, like right here, to that wick, right? Watch this. Let me draw it out for you, because this is in real time. It's just aftermarket. That was the bull flag. Consolidated a little bit, right? Because that was the flag part, and now it's flagging this way diagonally. Watch me take this guy, oops, wrong one, and put it on this live candlestick for aftermarket. Come on, let us be great. Let me get the flag. There we go. Put it on the bottom. That's the move you're about to get, right? But this one went, that was a wick. Let me bring it back. Let me bring it back. Because when we had it on the other one, it was like right there on this one. So now I'm gonna take it and put it right here. that's the move you should be expecting. That doesn't mean try to take it all the way to the top. If you're getting all of these, great, right? Because what this candlestick is doing, it's stopped these people out the trade, right? Because how I look at it, all these wicks at the top, these are bears that went long to short, right? Well, I shouldn't say long because that's for calls, but they shorted and they placed their stop loss on top of these wicks, right? That's their stop loss. So we're stopping them out their trades, right? These got stopped out too. Let me draw it out so you can see how it's going. They got stopped out, they got stopped out, they got stopped out, they got stopped out, and it's trying to come to those to stop them out, right? So that's how I look at it, right? Why do I look at it like that? Because if I stop these bears out their trades, they're forced to come buy calls now with me. So that's going to push my price even higher, right? Because that's what happens, right? It's just newer traders aren't going to think like that, right? Because you're developing yourself as a trader. You're not going to be quick on your feet to be like, oh, I just got stopped out. Let me go for calls. You're going to be scared. You're like, oh, man, chill out. Let me review this trade, which is good to review your trades and things of that nature, right? But that's what's normally going to happen, right? I'm trying to see what I need to find me some bear flags. But let me I'm going to just put it on one screen.
Hey, Moody.
Yeah. And if anybody, real quick, bro. And if anybody has any type of questions, or if I'm saying anything too fast or is going over your head, just unmute yourself. Or if you don't want to drop something in the chat, you're more than welcome. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
No, just real quick. How do you determine your stop loss then? Do you use anything below the 50% retracement as your stop loss, or where would you put it in that case?
So in this case right here?
Just with the flags in general, whether bear or bull.
Oh, okay. So okay, question. So if I was gonna place a stop loss, to be honest, I would tell someone right there at the bottom of this wick, it coming down here. But necessarily, I mean, logically, you should put your stop loss where this one's at, right where it broke out at. Why? Because that was the resistance that turned into support, right? And when you look at higher lows, it never comes back to that stop loss, right? When they're breaking out, you see this one, it never came back. This one stopped them out, but these never came back to stop these people out their trades.
But so, what about when you jump in and you get either faked out or it just doesn't make the move right away like you thought? Is there a spot that you like would cut the trade?
Yeah, say that one more time. If I jumped in and I got faked out in a reverse.
Yeah, or it just went right back into the flag. So now you're stuck in the consolidation for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a spot where if it reversed on you that you would cut the trade?
To be honest with you, if it's still inside of the flag, it's two things that I'm going to think about first. If it's a weekly contract, I'm cutting that shit, bro. I'm not about to lose my money from theta, right? Like if anybody was holding, when I cut American Airlines on that swing, it don't matter that I took percentages and it started going up. You still was 30%, 40% down, 20-something% down, right? Because of the theta that it robbed you from. So if I'm playing a week, which I don't play weekly contracts, I trade, when I do play a weekly contract, I am definitely scalping it. I'm trying to be in there for like maybe 5 to 10 minutes, possibly, depending on the time frame that I'm on, right? But I'm honest enough to say, like, my percentages aren't going to be your percentages. I remember when people was telling me this when I first was like trading and growing my accounts and things of that nature. And this was like my first month. I just didn't understand it. I'm like, how is your percentage not my percentage? Until I clicked in my head and I'm like, oh, he's putting in more capital, right? He's buying more contracts than me. So his 10% that he's taking $100 on, I'm not about to see that. That's not about to happen, Poppy. I promise you, right? Unless you just want to hold that contract and expect for the best to get 100%, right? Or a 70%. And that's just how I trade, because I'm trading with enough capital where if I put $5,000 on in a trade and I make 10% of that $5,000, why would I stay in that trade?
Hey, move that.
Yeah.
Ain't that's an inverse cup and handle there?
Where?
Right, this on this chart. Yeah. And
This
that's
one
inverse cup and handle.
yeah, it is. Yep. Cup.
I'm gonna tell you something, Moody. I got to get somebody to help me execute, man. That's the only thing I'm missing, bro. I didn't even notice, man, on a video today. It did I did everything I said it was gonna do. Then when it's time to make the play, I didn't even make the trade. It did a falling wedge. I played the flag. It did a flag, falling wedge. I mean a rising wedge and a falling wedge, all inside the falling wedge. That's how I was noticing it today. I just got to execute, man.
Yeah, you just gotta have faith in yourself, bro. I got faith.
Listen, bro. Man, hey, man, if you look at that falling wedge and look what it did today, just go on the video and look at what that did this afternoon. Just what I thought it was.
Finish this first. Can we finish this first?
All day.
Can we finish this first? Can we finish this first, though, please? We're in the middle of thought. Please.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you so much. Yeah, I'll go to the video in a second. Because I already forgot what I was saying. Yeah, so look, because I want to answer this person's question. I got you, Luther. Don't worry about it. Boom. That was before I even turned this off, because I remember what I was going to show you. It's just what I was showing. These were the entries, and someone was asking, how do you get out the exit of the bull flag? Like once you catch it, whether it's the pole or the flag, right? But just to talk about what Luther was saying, if anybody remembers, I think it was my last class that I did on cup and handles. I told everyone, when I see a cup and handle, I am bearish, right? Unless that bull flag, because the handles are always bull flags, whether it's inverse or a regular cup and handle, right? When I see inverted cup and handles, I am bullish. Inverted cup and handles are bearish. Cup and handles are bullish. But I've traded them so many times to understand, like, bro, this is what the handle, look, you see this cup, the handles always go up. So that's why I trade them very bullish, right? As soon as I see a cup and I see it handling, I'm going to take it to the upside. As soon as I see a cup and handle, like this was almost a cup, but it didn't handle. It was a bear flag breakout. Let me show it to you guys, because that is a bear flag. Oops, wrong thing. Right? All of these are bear flags, but this is the first one I saw. Broke out. Second one. Remember, I showed you on a bull flag, they could be one candle, breakout, bear flag, right? But and just to show you real quick, I'm gonna bring it back to the 15er. I'm on a 15, 2-minute. You see it now? Pole. That was the first one I drew. Flag. I'm gonna show you the pole. I don't know why it's not there right now, but that's the flag that I drew. That's your pole, that's your flag. You just wasn't able to see that on a 15-minute candle because you had to break it down, right? Oh, I didn't draw the pole, I just showed you the pole. Sorry. That was the pole breaking down, and that's the bear flag, right? And then he gave you another breakout to the bottom, and then he gave you another bear flag. And what I was going to mention to Luther was, when you see rising wedges, think of V-shaped recovery and think of bear flags, because that's what it is. That's the whole pole right there, though. Right there, from here down here, that's the bear flag. Boom, breaks right back down, right? And it broke down into a cup, an inverse cup and handle, right? So let me just delete some of this stuff off my screen so I could show you clearly how to exit this, and then we could keep moving further along.
Moody, can I ask you a quick question about
Sure.
the big flag?
Sure.
So I know a big key for like bull and bear flags is like the breakouts with volume. Do you like look at the volume when the bear flag is breaking down or like forming? Like there's a retracement. So do you kind of look at like the slower volume on the upside to like drop down to the downside? And then when you're doing a bull flag, when you're looking at the retracement down before the breakup, are you looking at the volume, the selling volume to be lower than the breakout volume to the upside?
I'm gonna answer the question just like this. If I was to say that I am,
RSI.
huh?
Say Moody looking at that RSI. If you look at the RSI,
Thank you.
play,
Thank you, Luther. Thank you, Luther. So
Since it's under
right now, if I was to talk about volume and be like, yeah, you know, the volume picked up, you know I'm lying. Like, let me show my face, because you couldn't see me as I was shaking my head. No, I was like, nope, 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 I don't. Why? How do you know that I'm not? Where's my volume at? I don't even
That's
have.
why I asked the question, because I was like, I know a lot of times they teach you as a beginner that for breakout and breakdowns of bear flags and bull flags and bear flags, is you want to make sure the volume is increasing when it breaks down or break up.
That's true. I don't do that, but that's true. So how I like to say it, I give you the whole game. Our next person is going to tell you, oh, you're looking at a bull flag breakout. Everything that you said is correct, my brother. But how I like to say it is breakout, not bull flags, because the bull flag is breaking out too. Any breakout trade that you're getting into, you want to see increase in volume because it's going to push the price up higher. There's more people playing your direction. So yes, you're 100% correct. Do I do that? No, I don't. I'll be lying to you. I use naked candlesticks, and I'm happy that my strat is off because I can still talk about the strat because I understand the strat. And what Luther said, Moody's looking at that RSI. That's what I'm looking at. Why? Because this is what I mastered, right? And that's what I also mastered, is how to read candlesticks naked. And I like to brag about that because some people need a whole bunch of lagging indicators to help them in their trades. I don't, right? I just like simple price action, right? Because price action is not going to lie. I wish I would have recorded part of my one-on-one that I was doing today, and I did it live. Like when anybody takes a one-on-one with me and I go to the chart, I start doing things live for them and showing them and telling them, hey, the price is going right here and it's doing this. And as I continue to teach my experience, I go back to the chart and I'd be like, why is it doing what I said it was going to do? Why is it still there? You know, just to make it click in your head, like, don't look at me like I'm great. Look at the information that I'm giving you, right? So nah, bro, I don't do that. So real quick, before we get off topic, because I know there's gonna be more questions and I love the questions. So when we take, let me delete some of these lines so you don't get too confused. This is basically, pick it right here. You know what? Just delete all this, Moody. I have to talk to myself sometimes. I'll redo it. And I'm gonna just do it from here. Poll, because this is the big old poll. That's what it really is. Flag. Right? Breakout. You take it at the top of this one, right? You don't take it at the beginning. You can. Let me take that back. You can. I will always say take it right here at this white line that I'm gonna draw. Let me turn my magnet on so it'll be perfect. Right there, or you could take it at the top of that channel, right? It's on the top of that wick, but at the top of that channel. That's where you take it, right? How you want to exit this trade is on this freaking pole. And that's what people don't like. And they don't want to hear that because they're buying 1 to 3 contracts, right? And that's going to give you a decent percentage, but some people are wanting to hit home runs all day, right? How you exit this trade, these wicks right here, right? That's where you were supposed to exit the trade, right there, or even right here. I like to open I'm gonna just teach people. When I'm trading, I take wicks and I take the opening price and I take the closing price, right? But this one already got taken out by this one, so that's why I didn't take it out. That's why I didn't use it, right? Because you don't want to see lines going through your candlesticks. That move already happened, right? So long story short, you should have took your profits either right here, or right here, which it never got up there, right? And it's already starting to reverse, right? Going back to people that are getting faked out and things of that nature. That's how you would trade it. And this is a 15-minute time frame. Imagine if it was a 1-minute time frame. You're really gonna get faked out. All this consolidation, this is all pre-market action. I mean, after market action, right? But look, boom, breaks out, take the trade right here, break out, hit your targets, get out of your trade. It's because we're traders. Traders don't have that long to make a move. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at this move. Boom, good money. Flagging, people losing money, people getting faked out. Oh man, let me just sell again. I'm gonna just wait, right? Then it starts seeing green candles again going up, and then they want to buy again right here. Then they, oh my God, it's consolidating. You know, thank God this one broke out, but it didn't go too far, and then it fell back down, right? Always remember, buy support, sell resistance. Buy resistance, sell at support. Buy support, sell resistance. At resistance, you buy puts and you sell at support. That's how easy trading is, right? And you just have to keep those things in mind, right? Let me go to the chat. I know some people dropping a whole bunch of things. Y'all just saw what be done.
When you drew that flag and that pole on a 15-minute, that helped a lot. When you enter it, are you entering it on a lower time frame, or you just staying on that 15 minutes?
You don't want to do what Moody do. I'll be jumping from time frame to time frame. But I'll tell you two things that I do. I either utilize that time frame, right? And I trade that time frame, or I set it up on that 15-minute time frame and I come down to the 1 minute, because that's what I do. Please do not go to the 1 minute. And I'm going to start telling people that you're going to get faked out. Moody just learned how to trade on the 1 minute, and I started teaching other people how to trade on the 1 minute. I started telling other people about the 1 minute. So it got exposed even more. I don't recommend people to trade on the 1 minute until you get experience, because you're going to get faked out. You will. I remember when the 1 minute was super hard for me to trade, right? And I understood it with time frame continuity, and then I understood the 1 minute is its own world. If you want to go to a smaller time frame, take it to a 3 minute. Don't go to the 1 minute, because it's gonna fake you out, right? If you don't know what you're doing. So long story short, I would draw it on a 15-minute. I would either trade the 15-minute, because I was showing somebody this on a one-on-one. I would trade it on a 15-minute, right? And then, or I'll bring it down to like a 1 minute chart. That's what Moody's gonna do. Or I even go to a 3 minute, 5 minute chart, and I'll trade it on a smaller time frame. Now, let me explain myself further. The reason I do that is because I understand time frames. I drew this on a 15-minute. If I took right here the trade and I'm getting this green candle, it's gonna be perfect. Just let this 41 seconds pass and you're gonna see what I'm talking about. This whole candle's been going down for 15 minutes. And this is when you'll hear Moody say, all right, we could possibly get a reversal now in about 30 seconds. It's because I'm looking at the time that the candle's about to close, right? Once the candle closes, something else can happen unless we get continuation to the downside, right? So let's say I took this on a 15-minute time frame, right here, boom, I took it right here, 15-minute is going up. I'm still gonna go to my 1 minute time frame, but I have it all marked up off of my 15 minutes, so I know where to get out. So when I go to my 1 minute time frame and I entered in right here, I'm already calculating that 15-minute time frame. Okay, I got 5 more minutes. All right, cool. Boom, boom, boom. Let's keep going. Soon as I'm right here and I want to take some profits, I'm jumping straight to that 15-minute, and I'm like, I just want to show you what exactly I'm doing. Oh, okay, cool. I got 3 more minutes. I got 3 more minutes for this run. All right, cool. Let me keep holding it because they're buying it up. And I know how traders trade, like institutional traders. I'm not gonna say I know how they trade, but it's just a psychological thing where retail traders and institutional traders, I am not talking about no new traders. They're playing the candlestick. They're playing that one candlestick. But we're also are putting enough capital. Whereas if this candlestick gave us a 60-cent move, that is okay for us. When you're buying anywhere between 30 to 40 contracts, it just makes sense, right? Look, I'll pull this up. This is what I did in boot camp. Take a picture. I posted it in my channel too. If you want to learn how to trade and you want to be successful in this game, I tell people to have a $4,000 account and use 10% of your account, $400 on one trade. Look, I'll just start showing you. This is what's on my computer. Let me see if I can get it on here. Don't get greedy. Get out. Right? That's what this one says. Don't get greedy. Get out. This is how I grew my account. One trade a day. One trade a day. Set your stop loss now. This is all on my monitor as I'm trading. Focus on small gains. My wife made me do this after like my therapy session. I go to therapy and she helps me with, of course, life, but trading, and her son's a trader as well. My wife did this. Not again. She drew this when I thought I was gonna have to quit trading and get a job. She said, not again. We're not giving the market our money. We're taking money out the market. We're not going to give them the money, right? And then she wrote this for me. Forget about yesterday, Pa. Today's a good day, right? To keep my mental focus. What I love is the one trade a day.
Like it.
Huh?
I like it.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. God bless my wife. So with one trade a day, I'm gonna just show you. One trade a day, put $1,000 behind the trade. That's how you make $100 at 10%. We don't want 50. I love 50%. My runners are gonna get that. Not my full pro, not my size position that I put up. I'm trying to take money out this market. I need $300 to $500 a day to keep that 9 away from me. I'm not trying to go back into that field. So all I need is $300 to $500 a day. 300 is shy from 100K a year. 400 is over 100K a year. 500 is like $250,000. It's like 124 a year. So that's why I try to teach people this stuff. If you want to make $100 a day and you're trading 2 contracts, kiss your account goodbye, right? The market's like, oh yeah, we got another new one. Yup, give me that, give me that, give me that, right? That's how I look at the market. When you're able to scale up, and you can do this with $4,000, right? Because I also tell people with the $4,000, you can put up $1,000, because what if you lose $1,000? You're not going to lose that because you're going to have a stop loss. But let's say you lose $1,000. You still got $3,000 to trade with. You can stop and wait for the next day. Recalibrate your mindset, right? So, yeah, you know what I mean? And when you're doing $1,000, you don't trim. This T stands for trim. You do not trim. You take your full position. I made $100 today. Grateful. You start being grateful and not greedy. Your spirit starts to love it. You start to get disciplined. And you're like, oh man, I'll just go for another $100. If you make $100 a day, right? I gotta answer that. If you make $100 a day, right? For 31 days, that's $3,100. That's your account grew. Now you're scaling up. You can, hey, let me put up $2,000 on a trade and make 10%. That's $2,000. Now you can trim, baby. You can start trimming now, right? Because you made your 100 that you were supposed to make, but you made 200. You doubled it. So now you're trading for free. Your runners are free. you're going to allow your runners to make the money or come back and break even at 5% or 0%. I'm out the trade. We're not going to let the runners go -5%, -10%. Why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Now that's not playing smart. That's playing dumb, right? And I'm gonna just be honest with you. What I tell people in this market, it is okay to make mistakes. That is okay. That's how we learn. We learn from our mistakes, but it's not okay to continue to make the same mistake. That is not okay. You wouldn't let your child continue to make the same mistake. So don't allow yourself to continue to make the same mistakes, right? Once you start putting $3,000 up at 10%, that's $300. You see my drift? Why, when I'm putting $5,000 to $7,000 to $10,000 behind a trade, why would I not want to get out at 10% and make my $500? That's $500. Let's do some more math, right? If we make $500 a day because we're putting 5K, right? But that's somebody with at least, I wouldn't even say 10K in their account. You know what I'm saying? You want to have like maybe like 25, 30 grand in there and using 5K, right? Because it's not going to hurt you if you lose all of that money, right? You'll still be able to trade. And you don't want to do it with 10K because you put 5K, that's playing with half of your portfolio. That doesn't make sense, right? But if you're making $500 a day, right, for 30, well, let's not even say 31 days because that's a little over a month, right? We're going to say that. $500 a day, 31 days. We know the weekends are closed, so we're going to travel into the next month, right? That's $15,000. That's $15,000. What can $15,000 do for you? That's how you're supposed to be trading, right? Now I'm over here giving psychology lessons. I'm not even on bull flags, but yeah, and that's what I tell people. I know I can make 10 to 30% easy. I can make 10 to 30%, but why am I so disciplined? Because I'm always taking 10%. I know I could go back in the market and make another 10 or another 20% because it's easy for me to make 10 to 30%. So since I know that, I'm going to shoot for 10%, 15%. I'm done at 30. I'll keep runners, right? I can have 5 runners, 10 runners, 15 runners. Cool. Y'all run, y'all do what y'all do. Y'all going to bring me back some money. I look at them like employees, right? And that builds discipline. Did that go over anybody's head? Or was everybody able to understand that? I'm going to go to the chat real quick and see what kind of questions we have here. I answer that. BW, you would get out depending on what can do is. Oh, he's answering somebody's question. I love BW. No volume, BW says. Yeah, I don't even know if BW uses volume. I'm definitely still trying to tap in with you, Moody. Great trading and thanks for the information in the game given. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Tap in with me. I just can't. People that been on here that does one-on-one with me, y'all see me trying to hold myself back. I just can't say certain things. When you reach out to me, you'll reach out to me. How many contracts you be buying, Moody? That's me and my wife's business.
Hey, Moody, can you do a video and show them what's up? I know you're gonna see like a 5-6 patterns in there, but I'm trying to figure out where I did not execute on these patterns today, man. It just really getting kind of aggravated, and I would love.
Bro, bro. No, yeah, I got you. I just want to go through some of these questions. I don't want people to feel like I'm ignoring them. So your exits are the previous high levels. I would like to say the previous candle's high, but I do understand when you're saying level. I just call it targets. But yes, correct. This is scalping exit. So if you spend 180, take yo, BW learns so fast. BW says this is a scalping exit. So if you're putting up $180, take your 20 to your $30. That's what you were supposed to make if you're putting that much money up, right? I remember that these direct messages are only to me. I don't know if you want me to read this out loud, Tracy, but let me read it to myself. Man, I'm gonna read this one out loud. Somebody direct Tracy to me. Hey, yo, Dennis, you mind muting yourself, bro?
My bad.
No, you good, my brother. I already know you over there juggling. You probably looking at something and driving. Man, you know you my man, bro.
Yeah, I'm at Chipotle actually.
Go ahead and get that food. Hey, bro, trade Chipotle.
I know, bro. I like to stop better because they raising their prices, so I like to stop.
I'm trying to tell you, forget about volume. Chipotle has no volume in it, and it will still move $9 to $10 a day. Make that math click in your head. If the underlying stock moves $1, you make 100. But you got to look at the grease. The grease tell you the truth. Why are we not trading Chipotle? And Chipotle is a scalp, and a swing. But I really like them for scalps because their theta is crazy. But Tracy says, light bulb moment. Just realized that my expectations was way off. I have a small account. Thanks, Moody. You're more than welcome. Some GG.
And Moody, I was testing you too. You know, they mess with you on when it says direct message.
Yeah. But I called myself. But I just wanted to share that with everybody because hopefully that
It was fine.
Huh?
That was fine.
You said that. Oh, okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. But no, if it's a direct message and I read it and it's something really personal, I'm not gonna read it. That was solid advice on the 10% profit. Yeah. That's what the boot camp, like, trust me, that's small of what we showed the boot camp. Like, we gave the whole boot camp trading plans, real trading. I'll tell you the truth. It wasn't my trading plan. It was my mentor's trading plan that is a multi-millionaire that's been doing this. Give me 1 second. Hey, Mary, let me call you right back. I'm actually running like a little webinar, a class. All right. So whatchamacallit, yeah, and that's what people got from it was the trading plans with rules. Luther, how fire was that? Dennis, how fire is that trading plan? I think Tracy, wasn't you in the boot camp?
Yes, sir.
How fire is that trading plan?
I read over it too. I read that thing too.
For the price, bro, like the information is priceless.
Definitely. I agree with you, Dennis.
Yeah. And that's what I do. I get in my feelings when I see other traders or people do Jordan dirty. And I'll be like, oh, okay, cool. You keep your job and keep lying to these folks. And I'm going to give them the game because it's not going to hurt me to give you the game. That's what's wrong with people. People are so scared of someone else being ahead of them. I want you to be ahead of me. My goal is not to make money off of y'all one-on-ones or anything. I don't know. I say it right now. I don't know not one person that's paid me for a one-on-one session in this Discord. Don't let that go over your head. Dang, how did you find your mentor? You don't want to know about that, bro. I was doing something I was not supposed to be doing with his son. And then they saw my mindset because his son didn't expose that he was a multi-millionaire and I was going to college with him. I was not enrolled into college. I went to Georgia State for free because my wife was there. So I just go sit down in her classes and listen. And I did the same thing with my homie. And I guess I helped him out so much and he helped me out so much that his father heard about it and his father was just like, nah, Moody, let me teach you about something. And I didn't take I wanted to learn about stocks and trading options at the time, but I was already into stocks and buying stocks, right? This was like way back in 2016. And he was like, you need to get into trading options. This is what you need to do if you want to become successful, right? Because he was teaching me, he was like, become a trader. Why? Because he was like, what you're doing right now is investments. That's not trading. When you're buying up stocks, that's investment for the future. And he always told me, don't sell none of your shares. And now I see, I'm like, oh my God, right? He was telling me, don't sell none of my shares because you only lose in stocks when you take them out. Wait 5-7 years and you'll see the beauty of it. That's how you get generational wealth, right? Just invest. That's all you got to do. Put money into the market. But you got to know what stocks you're investing into. Like, of course, you should be buying Apple, Microsoft, Google, Netflix, AMD, Nvidia, and buying sectors of like XLE, like the sectors to these things. You know, even putting money into the S&P 500, you're going to win in the next couple of years, right? So always keep that in mind. Anybody got any more questions before I jump back into the charts? All right, cool. So Luther was saying NVIDIA. Let's go to the video real quick. All right, Luther, what you wanted me to see on the video, big bro?
I don't be playing my own, be doing all this chart, this drawing, and don't be playing none of. I just be seeing so many patterns, and then I just don't. I notice now you can actually midway. I'm learning this as I jump on my trading journey. You can actually draw the lines, and if it moves outside the line, you can redraw it until it actually do the breakout. But NVIDIA did a flag pattern, then it end up doing a flag pattern going into a falling wedge, and it did a bear flag inside the wedge.
What time?
And I don't play none of this.
What time frame?
On the 5 minute.
Oh, dang. Yeah, 5 minute, you're going to see all the patterns. 5 minute, 1 minute, 3 minute, 15 minutes, you see all the patterns. Bigger time frames,
if you start from I don't know if it's 10:35. It might be 10:35. I think I'm on Central. 10:35. Yeah, 10:35. You'll see the flag from there going up, and then it make a pole and make a flag.
I'm gonna just draw everything out. I'll see. Let me delete the video.
You see a falling wedge. The falling wedge, man.
Yo, I'm gonna just do this before I even do that. Before I even do start drawing patterns out. Luther, you was in boot camp. Think of. I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm gonna just draw it. BW on here. He's gonna peep game quick. Anybody who's in boot camp, you should be able to peep game quick. Boom. Boom. What you should have did. Do you see what I just did, Luther?
Got a trend line.
That's pre-market highs and lows, my brother.
Oh yeah.
That's the strategy I taught the second day.
Yeah.
Calls, puts, never went to the put side. Calls, never even came back to stop you out, my brother. That's a strategy right there. That is a strategy alone that you don't need to look at the strat patterns or anything.
That's from yesterday?
No, bro, that was the second day of boot camp.
Oh, no, I'm talking about this right here. This happened yesterday.
Yeah, right? This happened the 28th, yesterday.
Yeah.
I went to the wrong thing. I was trying to come to this pre-market one. Yeah. Right? And look how it still played out, right? But if I delete these, ooh, my wife's here. I'm gonna have to get off soon. Pre-market highs, Moody, right here. Lows. What's this? 935 pre-market lows. You see this? I'm just showing you the one strategy that you can use without looking at the patterns. If you would have just, I don't want to say if you would have just look, and let's do this. Oh, it's already on replay. This is pre-market action. It'll bring up my lines here in a second. Oh, it's the there. All right, I'm gonna just press play. And I'm gonna just tell everybody, look at your pre-market, turn on your extended hours, mark up your pre-market highs, mark up your pre-market lows. Right? Oh, hit play. I'm gonna make it go faster though. Right? Look at the time. This is only 8:40 or 8:50. You just want to catch that high and that low, and it's going to tell you what to do. Chill out, bro. She's coming. I know she's here. Boom. Pre-market lows. Market opens. Short. Never came back to stop you out. You should have already been took some profits.
Yeah. My thing is, my mind just be, once I missed it, I put an order in, and once I missed the entry, I never regroup. I can't regroup from it. I put orders in today 3 times, and only got 51. It just frustrating. I'm gonna have to start. Y'all, they tell us don't FOMO and don't chase, but I'm gonna have to start getting in on my plays, man.
Look, Luther, just try out this strategy. Just try out this strategy, and then come back and talk to me in a week. Don't just try it one day, right? Because you could get faked out. Not even faked out. It could just reverse and come back, right? But this strategy works at least 8 times out of 10, bro. I do it every single morning. That's why you don't hear me talking in the morning sometimes, because I'm trading for myself. I'm like, no, let me make the bag I need to make first. It's always about love yourself, do for self, love yourself, do for self. Let your cup overrun in your energy. Now you can help others. Every single morning, I am trading the pre-market highs and pre-market lows. I make a bag. I go into the Discord. Let me start helping. Let me talk about this trade that I put out that I'm still in. Let me go ahead and help as many people as I can, right? So you can utilize that strategy, my brother. It's gonna look, it worked yesterday. Oh, I already deleted it, but let me see, did I? Yeah, I did delete it. Don't get frustrated. Understand this, Luther. Everything that you learn, I'm gonna say it like this for myself. Everything that I was learning as I was executing it, as soon as the market opened, I forgot. I was like, wait, put that. Oh my God. Now I start feeling the emotion. Oh, let me just jump in the trade. I stopped doing that. Once I started noticing my behavior, like, bro, why am I not doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Why am I just the market open? Oh, let me just try to make some money, and let me try to. Nah, bro, follow your strategy. Your strategies are always gonna save you, right? But let me go over here and I'll just tell you everything that I see. Let's stop this. Let's stop this so I can get all my candlesticks. All right, so this is what happened today. First thing I see is a bear flag. I'm gonna draw all of it out. Pole.
Flag.
Oh, that's ugly. Flag.
Flag.
Let me fix this pole. No, I don't grab the whole thing. Just grab the blue part right here. There we go. Let's fix it right there. Pole.
That's another a rising wedge when you go all the way down there. Rising wedge.
That's the breakout. That's the rising wedge that you're talking about. Boom. Yep. And it falls down, right?
Yeah.
But what is that completely? Look, I'm gonna draw it out so you can see a big old bear
flag. Bear flag.
You see, you caught it before I even said it. And then what happened? There are patterns within patterns.
They go to falling wedge right there.
Yep. And then you got a flag. Yeah. I see the falling wedge right here.
That's the flag. What's the flag there? Bear flag.
Boom. That's the falling wedge. This is called here.
It's another small bear flag in it. You see that bear flag?
You saw it. I'm gonna draw it. You saw it. I was gonna show the V-shaped recovery, but all it did was bear flag all the way back up. I mean, bull flag all the way back up. Right here, like you said, this is a bear flag. You got a pole, flag, breakout. Then that was a small bear flag right there, breakout. Bear flag again, breakout, right? Right here is where you start getting your bull flags. Bull flag, that's a pole right here that I'm drawing. I can get it perfect. That red bar right there, that 2 bar is your flag. And it broke out. That's another pole. Boom, breakout right there. What do we see here? inverted head and shoulders.
Yeah.
Right?
But what I got that, it feel right there with that shoulder, with a right shoulder, I put water in, it didn't feel me, and it just threw me off, man. I got in on that flag right there.
And what do I always say? When you see an inverted head and shoulders and it gives you that breakout, that pole, it just creates another bull flag.
Right, God,
right there.
Right there.
Then you get that other pole. Then you get that flag again. Then you get another pole. It don't stop, you know, and then flags, and it just kept doing it. But you gotta be able to identify them and trade them. Me, I'm no longer scared to buy on this red candle.
That's me, bro. I'm scared. I get so frustrated when it first broke the red. My mind was telling me, get in on the shooting star, which is an actionable signal. As soon as it made that shooting star, come on right here, where this right here is inverted pin bar. Right where the head at, right where the head at. Down, come over to the bottom of the movie. Now go up to the next candle on the right. The next candle on the right. That red candle.
Oh, the flag part, right?
That's the candle. It closed above the trend line. That's when I supposed to got in, and I keep just doubting myself. But that's the entry right there.
Look, I know I always talk about the strat, but this is how you trade. That wick right there, how you say you're supposed to enter, that is your entry for calls. The bottom of this is your entry for puts. That is support and resistance. The strat, whenever anybody really wants to learn it and want to start asking me questions, I will make you see that your strategy that you're trading is the strat. The strat is everything combined, is support and resistance, is all of that. That's why I use my opening levels. Because my opening levels, and that's why I use the strat opening levels, because the opening level is your support to that candlestick. If it's not support, because it's green because it started growing up, it's resistance if it's red and it starts going down. Let's take it a Bitcoin.
Yeah, let's do that, man. Let's do that, that real. Let's do that, man. God dang.
He said, let's do that. All right. I'm gonna answer as many questions as I can, and then I'm gonna have to hop off of this. But let's go to real time right here. All right. Look at my dotted lines. That's why I don't need stuff on my chart. This dotted line that you're seeing right here, coming all the way here, that is my 5 minute support and resistance. It is resistance right now. Why? Because it's not past this green line. That's how I can read full time frame continuity, right? It is pushing down. So it's not respecting that resistance. It came down to the 1 minute support, right? This can come all the way down to the next support level, which is the 60-minute support, right? That's how I understand how to read these candlesticks, right? So that's the 5 minute support right here. And you see the 5 minute support, but it's resistance because it didn't break back above it. So it's coming down. Look at the 1 minute support right here. We're about to get another 1 minute. So the 1 minute is going to change and the 5 minute is going to change. I'll leave it here so you can see the support and resistance in these candlesticks. And we got 27 seconds left. It's all about patience. All right, we got 19 seconds left. Look at how it still hasn't came back to its resistance. But let's watch these candles and watch how it moves. Oh, and another gem. Well, I'll tell you the gem after this. And the gem is for anybody. Look, bloop, you see how it was down there? 5 minute support, my brother. Candlestick just jumped back up there. Bloop. Now we're taking it out. It's about understanding the time frames and understanding the candlesticks. Now I'm holding, I just got a new 60-minute, because remember the 60-minute support level was down here. I just got a new 60, 30, 15, 5-minute, boom, support, baby. We're taking out this target right here. If I could do it quick. Let me put my magnet on. Right there. This candlestick just took out this target, that which was your entry. This is a 2-2 reversal, right? 2-2 reversal back up. Or really, that's not. This is a continuation because this was your reversal. 2 down, 1, 2 up. Bullish reversal. Continuation with the 2 bar. Now you got a new 1 minute. 1 minute has a support and resistance up here. Look how it's passing it. You see the dotted blue line right there? That's the support level right there.
Somebody on my
You feel me? Hopefully that didn't go over nobody's head. Let me go to, let me see. I think we got some more comments in the chat. Let me scroll up. Fire, facts, you're the best. I appreciate it. No, you're the best.
Play it with that shit.
BW,
Damn.
share your screen. I don't know who you was talking to, BW, to share their screen. What is the pre-market strategy? I just went through the pre-market strategy. Pre-market highs and breaks. Pre-market high breaks long. Pre-market low break short. Exactly. BW, bro, I'm telling you, bro, start scaling the heck up, bro. You understanding this now, right? So, I'll show it one more time. Do you have a video on that? Do you have a video that shows how you have your chart set up, like the indicators? I don't use indicators, my brother, but yeah, I do. If you want to know, here, go to, I actually just dropped it, bro, and I dropped it with the times. Where was it? I think it's in questions. Somebody said,
Was that Jordan?
Huh?
Was that Jordan saying something?
I'm not sure.
No, I gotta go, Moody. I appreciate it. I'm on the live with Moody, Jordan.
What we looking at today was kind of taking what we looked at.
Oh yeah. That is Jordan right there. That's probably Jordan on doing his mentorship, his mentorship program right now with all the people that wanted to join that. So right here, go up. It was today at 1:30. I had answered someone's question and I was like, I don't use track candle type. Start at 50 minutes for the one I use. 52 minutes and I walk you through it. So if you go click on this YouTube, here, I'll just click on it. Right here, it's called What's the Strat? And if you go on here and you go to the 50-minute mark, you're going to see, look, I'll just play it real quick. Let me bring it all the way to the 50-minute.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna repeat everything I said.
How would you say that?
I want to see any one of my 1 bars. Oh, right. And real quick, I used to do it like that and still see that they're not populating. It's because it's in group.
Right here, you'll see how I have my whole strat.
But you can choose however you like it.
But I'm explaining 3 different types of strat indicators that you can use.
Basically all that this indicator is going to allow you to do, right? And this is what I started with. And I'm actually happy now that I'm actually putting it on the chart and explaining it, because this possibly could have helped me as well learn to strat quicker because it was simple, right? I didn't have to do too much. The only thing that I always wanted to do was, learning it from Sarah, was like change the colors specifically.
And look, you heard me just say that. Be alerted. I'm gonna tell you this right now. if a trader's not telling you where they learn stuff from, I run away from them. It is impossible for you to learn all this stuff by yourself. If you ask somebody, oh, I'm self-made, nah, I just learned by just reading the candles and looking at candles and looking at YouTube videos, you're lying. You looked at another trader, you asked people questions, you studied another trader, right? And that's why you hear me say, I learned this from Sarah, because I think it is very important for me to explain. You can learn from me, but why don't you want to learn from the people that I learned from as well? That could probably make your trading like better, because everybody teaches in a different type of form, right? So yeah, you look at this video and start at 50, right? Because the beginning is just like me talking about the strat, right? And what is the 1, 2, and the 3 bar, and how to identify them, and then me showing you the strat combo. And then I quickly go into here and show you 3 different types of indicators, which is the strat candle, the strat candle type. That's the first one I started using. And then I went over to the strat opening levels, and I tried using the strat assist. I didn't really like it, but it is more advanced than this one. But the only reason I didn't like it is because I wanted my opening levels. That was very important for me to have, because I understand the support and resistance, just like I was able to show you guys on the chart, right? What the heck? Why are we still flying up? I love to do that. So yeah. Let me go back to the chat. Does anybody have any questions? Let me read this one. Oh yeah, I just answered that question. That's the YouTube video. Can you increase the screen size, please? I guess you're asking me to do this. Make it like large. Ooh, that's the wrong thing. Like that. Let me go back to the chat. Did it? Tracy says fire hearts. Let me see. BW says he just has the strat candle. He just has the strat candle plus open levels RSI. This guy be studying me so much. I love it. Open levels RSI set to 75-25 instead of 70-30. He edited the numbers on the strat to the top and made them white. Yep. Outside bars red, inside bars yellow. Yeah, I do mine's pink, but it looks red. Yeah, pink, and my insides are yellow. Why do I do that? Because the white ones, the 2 bars is what I'm trading. I'm trading directional candles, right? I do 3s and 2s, 3s as well, but I trade the 2 bars and I take the whole move or half of the move, right? I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys. And the reason I do it this way is because 2 being white is green in my eyes. Go. That's what that means. Like when you're looking at a traffic light, when I look at pink, reason I had it pink first is because I was learning from Sarah Sniper and she has her 3 bars pink, but I put my own strategy to it. I like it being pink too because it reminds me of red, right? Stop. There's a Browning formation happening. Let's see what happens so we can trade it. If we catch the bottom to take it to the top, or catch the top to take it to the bottom, because we don't want to be in the middle of that range. The yellow is like the middle, the yellow thing that you see in the on the traffic light. That 1 bar being yellow to me means wait, don't trade, right? Even though yellow means speed up to some people, it means wait, don't trade, Moody. Wait for your directional candle. So when I wait for my directional candle and it opens, my entry is right here. My stop loss is right there. Boom, enter my trade, and I took all of it. First target, boom, right there. 3rd target, 4th target. Look at how this candlestick gave it all to me, right? Good explanation, BW. Trey says fire, right on. I subscribed if it's on your YouTube, famo. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you so much. Yep. But that's it for me today, man. I got some things I gotta do.
Thank you, Moody.
You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. Always remember that. Thank the Most High. He works through me, and I allow it. I'm just a vessel. But yeah, I'm definitely out of here. I appreciate everybody getting on to the class. Big up, Moody. Appreciate you. Thank you again, Moody. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for asking your questions. Appreciate y'all. Let me stop sharing my screen. But yeah, I'm out of here, people. I'll have another class. And most likely I'll be making a schedule on the classes that I would do coming up in October. I was about to say November. In October. But I'm thinking about running a little bit more on the patterns. I'll probably touch on like double tops, double bottoms. I don't know. I'm gonna think of like some good patterns or things of that nature to like explain them. But yeah, look forward to that. But thank you all for joining. May the Lord continue to bless everybody from the crown of their heads to the sole of their feet. Remember to do something nice and kind for others. And yeah, just be respectful and love yourself and do something different. Even if it's driving from work or to your home, take a different route. You're going to see something different. You're going to vibe on a different frequency. You're going to think of things differently, right? So yeah, peace out.